At this point, I almost feel like I live here in my car. In the past few videos, you guys have seen me thrifting all across the country, from Charlotte, North Carolina, down to New Orleans, and even over in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. And we're still not done yet. When we got back from New Orleans, my wife had another work trip up in Greenville, South Carolina. Of course, I tagged along, hit up a few thrift stores to see what I could find to flip on eBay. Check it out. All right, first up, this place has got a ton of golf clubs, but it is all really old stuff. I'm not seeing anything worth picking up. Yeah, nothing. All right, so I may have found something. This is actually two bobbleheads from the Greenville Drive, local minor league team here in Greenville. I think they're a Red Sox affiliate. But it's this guy with three of his dogs or something. I'm not real sure. I did open it up. They look new. Unfortunately, there are no comps whatsoever. So I'm kind of taking a chance at $4 a piece. But minor league bobbleheads always sell really well. The fact that I'm going to have the only two listed, I think I'm going to do pretty well. All right, so far all I've found are the two bobbleheads. I did look through the rest of the hard goods, and I looked through the clothing, didn't find anything else. I did some research on the bobbleheads, found out some information, and everything leads to the fact that I shouldn't buy them, but I'm going to anyway because I got a good feeling on them. Definitely could be wrong, but I'll let you know what I found out on the way to the next store. All right, a little bit of bobblehead info, or maybe lack of info, I don't know, but everything that I researched says that I shouldn't have bought that bobblehead. I did look it up on Terapeak. Two have sold. They sold last year, one for $12 and one for $10. So that's obviously not that great. Also, the guy, the Greg Burgess with his dogs, is not actually a baseball player. He used to be, he's not anymore. He's like the head of the grounds crew for the Greenville Drive. But why did I buy it? Well, every time that I've ever found a bobblehead where there's none listed and none sold in the past year or so, it goes super quick, like for some decent money too, because I think people that collect them want all of them. And when they're not available, they want them even more. So I've actually already listed it. I pulled up to the next thrift store. It was like 10 minutes before they opened. So I listed it for $39.99 plus shipping based on what other Greenfield Drive bobbleheads were selling for. So we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you updated throughout the day. If it sells super quick, I'll go ahead and list the other one and list it for even higher. So we'll see what happens, but let's walk into this other thrift store. All right, first stop, golf club section, and once again, a bunch of old ones. Nothing great here, that's for sure. Look around this side. Yeah, nothing. Oh well. Kind of interesting on the pricing here. It's a air fryer for $20.75, George Foreman grill for $18.75, and they're sold as is. Seems kind of high to me. Keep looking though. It's kind of a cute little Pikachu book bag. I don't think Pikachu ever went to school though. He was afraid of the bus. He always had to Pokemon. All right, unfortunately, nothing at that thrift store, but bad jokes. But right next door, there's a place called Upstate Storage Auction Hunters. I'm assuming they buy storage units and sell the contents at their store. So let's go explore that. Seems kind of interesting. So this is definitely an interesting store. I've kind of been exploring around for a little bit. They got all kinds of stuff. Prices are a little too much for resale, unfortunately. Like here's a Black & Decker drill. They want $10 for it. It's an old 18 volter. These are skill. They want $20 for it. Random jack pliers, $2. So yeah, neat stuff, but a little too much for resale. All right, next up, Salvation Army Family Store. I do remember coming here a couple of years ago, and it's a little small store, but you never know. All right, so these things used to sell really well for me. It's a Super Friends Bat Bot Extreme. They want $7 for it. Unfortunately, it's not in good condition, and they've gone down in value a lot. Now, if you can find them new in the box, they still sell for like 150 bucks, but this one's obviously not, so I'm gonna pass. But you guys know what you call Batman when he skips church? Christian Bale. I'm Batman. Yeah, so like I said, this is definitely a smaller store. I mean, you can see the whole book section over there. Not much to it, not much in the hard goods. I did look through the clothing section, didn't find anything there, so walking on empty-handed, unfortunately. All right, so I've been thrifting for like 2.5 hours now, and you guys saw all the thrift stores that I've been in. Even went into a pawn shop, and they had some really nice golf clubs. They wanted like twice what they were worth. I went to a Habitat Restore, and it was basically furniture. So 2.5 hours. The only thing I bought is the two bobbleheads, which I probably shouldn't have bought. The first one is it hasn't sold yet. Obviously, it's only been an hour and a half, though, to be fair. But still got a couple more thrift stores to go, so hang in there. Sometimes it only takes one, and hopefully our luck changes. Found a Goodwill, kind of fancy, to be honest with you. Decided to switch it up a little bit and check out the clothing first. I've been going straight to the hard goods, but I've been through all these clothes and haven't found a single thing. So let's go check out the hard goods. Well, this is interesting. Not to resell, obviously, but I might need to put this on because going to all these thrift stores and not finding anything feels like a swift kick in the nuts that I've been to all these thrift stores and haven't really found anything. It's also nuts that every thrift store that I've been to, I haven't seen a single person doing any kind of restocking. So I don't know, is like restocking illegal on Tuesday in Greenville? Let me comment, let me know. I just pulled up this Goodwill and thought it was just a job connection. But I see like shoes over there and their shopping carts, so hopefully I'm not about to go apply for a job. I should probably buy this and learn how to do magic performing on the streets. I'd probably make more money than I'm doing right now. I've always wanted to kind of be a magician. You know what you call a magician that's lost his magic? Ian. Right next to the magician set, I think I just pulled a rabbit out of a hat. Found this Litman brand electronic stethoscope, model 3200, and new $800. That's the same one. Pre-owned 120, brand new 800. 800 open box 565, pre-owned 275. That might be the thing that makes the day. I'm going to open it up and make sure that's what's actually in there. And they only want $6. Be in here, gotta be in here. It's there with the software and everything. Oh boy, worth a shot for $6 for sure. Well, I only got the one thing, but it was a good thing. And also, I think she gave me the senior discount. She rang it up as $449. I saw a sold comp recently of one without a box for $275. Obviously, I've got to check it and make sure it works. I should probably check it on myself right now because my heart's racing. It's a pretty exciting find. All right, back from Greenville, and I've got an update on the stuff that I found. And I know it wasn't much, but the updates might actually surprise you. But first, I want to give a big thank you to my friends Mikey and Maisie over at Resell. Make sure you go follow them on Instagram, whatnot, and hopefully YouTube. They actually invited me over to Spartanburg, South Carolina, the day after I was in Greenville. We did a bunch of thrifting. They treated me to some amazing tacos. I had a blast. Didn't find a whole lot, but honestly, that didn't matter. I had so much fun with them, so I really appreciate it. I did find this boat and tote bag for $1.50 that sold for like $40 in a couple of days. So make sure you look out for that label. I also found this pair of Keen boots for $5 that sold for $40 plus shipping in a couple of weeks. And then this vintage Taz shirt, not a huge profit, but too cool to pass up. Paid $3 for it and it sold for $12.50 plus shipping. So like I said, didn't find a whole lot, but it didn't matter. I was hanging out with some awesome friends. I really appreciate it. Let's do it again. But let's talk bobbleheads. Like I explained to you, every bit of information that I had said that I should not have bought the bobbleheads. I should have left them on the shelf. But it was kind of a gut feeling in my experience that when there's none available, these bobblehead collectors really want them. And that turned out to be true. In less than 24 hours, the first one sold. It sold the next morning for $39.99 plus shipping. So I went ahead and listed the next one, added $20 to it, and it sold in a couple of days for $59.99 plus shipping. So kind of a surprising, honestly, even for me, kind of a surprising find, and turned out pretty well. But what about the stethoscope? You guys saw the comps on that, but I also had to test it out, and who knows if it even worked. And normally I'd have it here and kind of show you how I tested it, but honestly, it was really simple. I just put in a AA battery, listened to my heartbeat, which kind of sounded halfway normal, so I assumed it was good to go. Listed it and sold it 3 days later for $275 plus shipping. Not bad for a $4.50 or $5 investment. And honestly, that kind of saved an otherwise pretty bad day. And it just goes to show that you should never stop. Don't give up. Keep going on your route or keep going to the next thrift store, because you never know what you're going to find. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.